It's Mariah Carey's new hit.
Touch My Body.
Is that an invitation?
That's the name of the song, AJ.
You just finished filming, like 3 different projects, right? Tennessee.
Yes.
How was that? Tell me
That was intense. That was not about the diet. That was like biscuits every 5 seconds because the character was allowed to be zoftic. It was very cool. It was actually, it was tough, you know. It was like discipline to not be me, walk like me, do anything that, you know, because you don't want to take people out of the movie. And so this is a route that I've always wanted to take, is like doing independent films with people that I really respect. So it's I'm excited about that and the other projects coming up.
Well, let's talk about the other ones too. It was the Adam Sandler film.
Yeah, I do a little cameo in that with Adam and John Turturro, which was so much fun. I mean, it was like, they are hilarious. I wish I could do that all day and just nothing else but hang out with them.
How fun was it on the set?
It was so much fun. Like, everybody's either like from the school of comedy or whatever. Every single person you encounter has a great vibe, great sense of humor. And Adam Sandler is the nicest guy. I did call you, Adam, if you're watching this. He sent me, okay, not to make a long story short, there's like, you know, back in the day that when like Marlene Dietrich and Marilyn Monroe and the great actresses, you know, of the day, Dorothy Dandridge, if they had like an outfit that they needed to be sewn into, they would go, instead of like laying down and ruining their clothes, there's this thing called a leaning board, right? So you literally can just stand there, but you're not, you know, having to work hard on your feet. So Adam happened to have one from like some costume he had to do a long time ago, and he sent me one. He had one made for me in pink. Isn't that the nicest thing ever? I called him to thank him, but he was filming still and he was busy, so if he's watching, you're the best.
And Push, the last one was Push?
Push was intense. And actually, Push is a book that a mutual friend of ours gave me to read a while ago, and it's an amazing, it's kind of a difficult book for people to read, but I do recommend it. Sapphire is the author. I didn't know I was going to be involved in the film till the last minute. Lee Daniels, who was directing, called me up and said we had worked together on Tennessee, and he was like, I want to see if you want to come down and do this. And I had to do like prosthetic, you know, moments, and it was kind of intense, but you know,
How did you deal with that? Come on, Mariah in the prosthetics chair.
Why is that so difficult for you to deal with? Because he wanted me to be.
I want to see those outtakes. I have to see it. Did anybody film it, the whole situation?
I think it might have been a locked door scenario, but I'm not sure. I mean, actually, yeah, I'm gonna look very, very not MC-ish. Not the pretty picture, but I mean, actually, it wasn't about that. It was about totally taking on, you know, something that's a subtle situation. It's not like I look like, you know, you could tell it was me if you peeled the nose to the side or something. No, it's so not about that. And the role is just a supporting part, a little scene, but it's a very important scene. And Monique is brilliant in this movie. She is incredible.
And what's the character? You can tell me the character?
Actually, the character is a social worker I play.
A hardcore, like, social worker? Or?
She's inexperienced, and I don't want to tell what happens, but yeah, it's kind of important, that character, because things are revealed through her. So
now, just a little bit more about the album. It's a very personal album. How many of the songs you wrote? Tell me, Em.
It's questions like this.
You
just have to say, here, I'm going to be you.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I've known you since your first album, and you've always been a songwriter, but I feel like people maybe don't understand that about you. How do you feel about that? And why is that?
Tell me.
I'm just trying to give a template. No, yes, this record, I went back in the studio with some people that I worked with before. Jermaine Dupri.
Okay.
And again, we love JD. We wrote a few songs that I feel like are some of my best ever. Very excited. And work with a whole gang of new folk as well. And that was fun. But yes, writing songs, producing, doing all that kind of stuff that most women don't get credit for is something that I love.
Now, if
I was just thinking you were being a sexist before. That's why. That's
why
I grabbed the mic.
Now, if it's MC to the second power, how personal is this album?
It is very personal. I mean, but some of the songs, people are going to be like, oh, she's writing about this person in her life or whatever. But honestly, I wrote some of the songs for friends, for, you know, people who I've seen go through situations. I added my own person. I'm talking about like the serious songs. Like what
topics? Then?
Well, there's a song called Bye Bye that is about you know, somebody passing away. And it's, a lot of people have a really strong reaction to it and feel really emotional. But I do say this is for everybody. And it's, basically it starts out with this is for my people who just lost somebody. So it's like anybody who's been through that experience can relate to it. But it's like, you know, that's its own kind of, its own moment on the album, and it has its place of that emotion. And then there are some other songs that are a little bit more about, like, my personal experiences. And then there's, like, really...
Like what?
Darling, get the record when it comes out. I'm going to send you the first copy.
I'm still waiting to hear the whole album.
Well, let's get together and I will play it for you. But I have one song that needs to be finished. I'm still working on that.
Really?
So, yeah. I'm down to the wire.